everybody, and welcome back to Cope with Marley. Today we are going to learn, remember in the last video we've been learning how to generate lift and how to turn the plane with the wings. Well, today we're going to implement that into these two servos. Now, before we start, as you can see, I already have a few wires connected. And, I forgot to connect a few. But if you can please already connect these wires, which means I've pretty much just connected ground from the Arduino to ground on the breadboard, and then 5 volts to there. And now I'm just now going to connect these last ones, which is what I'm pretty much doing is adding power to the rails. Then on the negative side of this DC motor, we want to connect it to ground, and then you know how to hopefully set up a servo. If you don't, go back to the other video. So for now, I need you guys to connect the left wing servo to digital pin 8, so we can control it on digital pin 8, and then the right wing's servo to digital pin 7. If you can please do that. I hope you can. Just a quick little challenge. It's actually quite simple. Okay, I hope you did it. What we need to do is go from the left wing, from the signal pin of it, or the orange one, or it could be brown or black, but probably not that often. So this goes to H, just connect it to H, and the same thing with this one. Like, that was probably the simplest challenge that I'm gonna give you in the next past few videos, and the last past few videos on the next ones. Here we go. And 7. Now, I hope you understand how this works. The right wing is going to turn the right wing. The left wing servo is going to turn the left wing. So here we go. Now from the positive side, we're going to connect it to pin number 10. Okay, because that's PWM, and we need to have a PWM, which actually means pulse width measurement, if you didn't know that. So for now, I'm going to use a yellow one. Here we go, to 10. So there we go. Now we pretty much have all our wiring done. And I know it looks a little confusing, but we will be doing way more complicated things than this. So if you understand this, you're probably going to understand the next few videos that are coming up. So for now, we're done here. Let's jump into the code. And let's still remember, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write that LW for left wing is on 8. Then we have the RW, which stands for right wing, is on pin 7. Then we have the MM, or main motor, is going to be on pin number 10. So that's what we actually did. We don't need to write down the grounds or anything, because, of course, that's not what we write in the code. Even though it is actually already inside the code of this, which is I think it's called the Mega 168, and there's different ones too, but still, that's what the Arduino Uno usually uses. So let's jump into the code. Okie dokie, so we're here and we're ready for the code. So the first thing we need to do is actually define the variables. And actually, I can already copy this from the older version, that I was trying to do before, which not scrolling or anything anymore. So it seems like that's not going to work, but what we can do is just write it ourselves. So I'm real quickly going to go hashtag define LWP, or left wing pin. I'll just call it LW. And LW is on pin 8. Then we have hashtag define RW, or right wing, on pin 7. Then we have hashtag define the main motor, or MM, to be, actually I'll call this main motor, because this is going to be actually used like that. So anyways, now we have, this is on pin 10, by the way. So now, instead of we have, forgot a few things. We need to go hashtag include servo.h. So now, after servo.h, we have servo. Oh, nope. Forgot. We need to add our own servo right here. So, my servo right here. Servo left wing. And this is done. And then we have our right wing. Now after that, we need to set these to an initial value, or the main value, which is usually 0, but in our case, we don't want 0. We want a different number. Now this number is going to be, actually I'm just going to have it to, what should I call it? Hashtag define, what should I call this? I'll call it IT val. But that will take some time, so I'll have it to home. I'll call it home. Even though home like that is already a function, but home. There we go. And home is going to be 90. So first of all, we need to set our servos to a thing. So we go left w dot attach, or left wing dot attach, and the left wing is attached to the left wing pin. Then we have the right wing dot attach, and we need to attach this to the right wing pin. And then we also have pin mode, the main motor, to be an output, because we're sending data to the motor. It's not like the motor is telling us how fast it's spinning. We're telling the motor to spin this fast. So anyways, the next thing, even though you could figure out a way to see how fast it is, which we will learn, but not right now. So then we have our left wing dot home. No, that won't work. But we'll have left wing dot right home, or set it to home. Yeah, I'll do a capital though. So left wing dot right home. Then we have right wing dot right home. And if home were a thing, then I hope that there should be something like left wing dot set home to, or something like that. But there isn't, because it doesn't turn orange, even though they might have missed it, but I don't think they would have a function like that. So anyways, then we have also analog. Actually, I'll also have something called 0. So hashtag define null. No, that's already a thing. 0, 0, null. Both of them are already a thing. But it doesn't seem like the capitals are working. Anyways, we're gonna go. Is that a thing? I would like to do that though. But I think I'll do 0, and the 0 is gonna be nothing. I mean, actually off. That will be 0. So analog right the main motor as where is it? Off. So main motor is going to be off. And then we'll also make a few more other ones. And I'll put it like this, that way we don't get all mixed up. But for now, we don't even need the semicolons here. And then we also have hashtag define the full underscore speed to be 1,000. Then we have hashtag define the medium speed to be 500. So we can have the medium speed, the full. So we'll have off medium speed and full speed, and of course home for the servos. But now we want it completely off. So after that, we're going to go to the loop, and the loop is where we're going to put the main code, of course. So now, before we do that, I want to have a few functions down here. So void, and after the void, we'll write. So this is going to be turn. Actually, I'll have .go.begin. I don't know what to call it. What about? I still have no idea what to call it. What about? Because if you have a good name for it, let me know. But it's supposed to be to at least to generate lift. So we're gonna have both of the pieces going down, so we can generate lift. Actually, I'll just call it gen lift, and then. But we also want the motor though to turn on. So go up, or maybe into air. Okay, I'll just call it in air. So for this, what we need to do is we need to have, first of all, we need to put the wings into a position. That way they can generate lift, which means we need to put them down. And to do that, we'll have, or actually, I'll also have a few more things. So hashtag define down to be 180, even though that we might need to switch this out. And the hashtag define up to be 0. So there we go. Now, in air. So in here we need to go. First of all, we need to put them both down. So we go left wing dot right, and we need to put this down. Is this full? Oh yeah, this is just like this. So we go down, and once it's down, we have a few more other things to do. Let me make sure I put my semicolons over there where I need. Alright, so now we have the right wing, and I know this is getting a little boring, but it's gonna get fun soon. Now, can you guess what we're gonna put in here? Up or down? Or home? Of course, down. We need to go down. If we put the wings down, we have the air going up. So, in air. And then we have, we need to turn on the motors, of course. So, we need to go analog right, the main motor. And the main motor is going to be all the way on. So, we're going to have it to full speed. Well, actually, maybe we want to put it on full speed first. And then we want to wait a little bit until it's into the air. And then once it's in the air, we'll turn it down to medium speed. That way we can at least put it there. Or, well, medium speed, I think 550 would be better. Because, well, we do want a little more than medium. Because 0, of course, is off. But 50 is still going to pretty much be off. Just a little bit of turning. And that's not going to do anything. So anyways, main motor, but the reason why we're doing 0 here instead of 50 or something is because we want it to be all the way on to, that way we use 0 power for the motor. So here we are, main motor, and then with the main motor, we set it to off. Full speed.
It's 15:45.
Full speed. Now, I know I'm almost running out of time here, but we'll get into a few more other ones later because we still don't need to edit here. So actually, I'll write a little comment. This will be edited in the next video. And then... Alright, so the next function is void set to, and this here is going to have two things. an unsigned int ls, or left speed. And then we have the unsigned int right speed. And what this pretty much means is unsigned int pretty much means that there's no negative numbers, only positive numbers. Signed int means only negative numbers, no positive numbers. So the reason why you're going to have unsigned is because it takes all the negative numbers and puts that storage into the top. Okay, then we also have one last one, which is going to be a long, which is a very big number. And this long is going to have the motor speed, or MS. And there we go. Now we have all our functions. So first of all, we have left W, that's what it's called. And left wing dot right, and this is going to be the left speed. Oh no, the left LP for left position, right position, main motor speed. Okay, so the LP, and then we have right W, or right wing dot right. Caps lock's on. Dot right, and this is going to be the right position. Then we also have the analog right. Let's see, analog right, the main motor to be on the MS, or motor speed. And the reason why we want to do this is now we can take all this 3 lines of code and turn this into one, which means we can go set to, and if we do the set to, then we can set the left wing to down, then we have the right wing to down, and then the motor is going to be on full speed. So there we go. Now we can delete all the code that we had before right here, and since we're going to use this function a lot, I decided to put it there. We're going to do this code a very lot. So in air, now I'm almost done here. We have void turn left, and then in the turn left we have set. Oh, and then we also need speed. In here we also want to know the speed for it. So we have which is going to be long. So long speed. So to turn left, I already did this the last video. What we need to do is we need to tilt left, and to tilt left we need to go we need to do the set to function. Set to the set to, when you have the left one is going to be up and the right one is going to be down. Then we also have our speed. And there's one last one that I want to do, actually 2 last ones. And one is going to be neutral, and the other one is going to be turn right. So I'm going to be turn right first. So to do that, we just do the opposite. Down, up. And now we have, we have full speed off and neutral. Hashtag define neutral. And I'm going to do that up. And neutral is going to be a little, so the wings, we want them a little bit, but just a tad bit down instead of all the way to 90 degrees instead of home. We want it a little bit lower, so we're going to go 50, not 90, not 50, I mean 90. And 95, I think, should be a good one. That's 5 degrees lower. So, what do we need to do now? Well, when you make the function, that turns it to neutral. So, we have the turn right. And then we have neutral, NT. And neutral pretty much means do nothing. Like, pretty much nothing. But for us, we want to stay in the air. So what we can do is we go set to, and what we're going to set it to is we want it to be, let's see, we want it to be new. I think N would be better instead of neutral because that's a big long word. So we want it to be on N, and then the speed, because we still want to stay in the air. Alright, so that's what it does for this video. See you guys next time, where we're going to edit some of this code and make it better. Well, we're also going to get into Arduino soon. So, you kids that can't do coding like this or can't use a computer, that's your lucky day. See you soon, 3 days. Bye!